You already know when you land on our channel to expect entertainment that's absolutely nothing but phenomenal. Molweni nonke bantu basekhaya, igama lami nguKuhle Adams. I'm so excited to be here with you namhlanje because for the past few weeks, Uzanele Potelo has been giving you the lowdown on what's been happening on the Idols Season 17 stage, having conversations with eliminated contestants. But namhlanje, we take a bit of a special turn. Sitting down with a woman who is nothing short of inspiration and talent and the girl to just go out there for her dreams. The latest winner of Idol Season 17. Please welcome Berry! Woo woo! Berry. How are you feeling?
I am still, I think, in shock. I don't think it is like actually sunk in yet. I'm still thinking, okay, so I'm probably going to get my next song that I need to practice for the next episode, right?
Rehearsal?
Rehearsals are going to be happening this week. So I don't think, it's been 4 months and I just think my brain is trying to understand this change. But I do feel a sense of relief because I know that it is the long road that was ahead is finally over and now I can start the exciting journey, that's going to be fun.
Take us through the emotions when you heard Proverb announce your name.
Oh my word. I told everyone before the show, I said, if Karabo wins, if I win, I'm going to fall onto the floor and in a puddle and cry either way because I'm going to be so happy. And I think as soon as he said my name, like I saw that photo of shock and I'm just like, I think my face still looks like that. But I think if it wasn't for Karabo grabbing me and like giving me a hug, I would have been in a puddle on the floor crying. It was unreal to hear my name being called. I honestly didn't expect it and I'm still in shock. I think it's still amazing.
I can imagine how amazing it must be and where the shock comes from because if we take it back, the Idol stage is not strange to you. You've auditioned before. Take us through that. How long ago was that?
So I auditioned, I think it was 11 years ago now.
Wow.
I was still young, 20. And I just don't think I was ready. I was so nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. Even though I'd been singing for years at that point, I was very insecure and unsure of myself. And I wasn't sure who I was yet. And again, I didn't have the best support. So through the years, I've been through so much and I've just learned to accept myself for who I am and just kind of grow like that as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. And my husband that I have now, the family that I have, they are so supportive that I was like, listen, I need to try at least one more time. Yeah. It's now or never because I'm at the age where I can't try again if I don't go now.
Is the max age 30 for Idols, to audition for Idols?
Yeah.
So for 11 years, you've been sitting at home contemplating whether or not to go for it again.
Not really contemplating, more of a, I got married, I had a baby, I got divorced. Then I really just got back into my singing like as much as I could again. I met my husband that I have now, had a baby, we first got married, had a baby. So I think it's just that, life got exciting and at some point depressing and exciting again. And then I remembered, wow, I made a promise I'd try one more time and it's now or never. So let's send in the video, see what happens.
When I hear you speak about your journey since you were 20 years old and when you first auditioned for Idols and everything that's happened in between then and now, it just makes me think, we can be everything that we want to be. We can reach the heights that we have set for ourselves. Yep. What was it that just gave you that final push to try one more time?
I think it's this little voice in my head that tells me, you're going to watch Idols and you're going to be upset because you're not on that stage. Yeah. Like, I would regret it if I didn't actually try again. So that voice in my head was just like, you better do it. Otherwise, you've got no excuse. So just, thank you, little voice in my head.
Yes.
For telling me to do it.
For all of us, if we are met with, life's challenges, it's very easy to abandon our dreams, you know, especially when it comes to the arts. A lot of dreams are perceived as pipe dreams, you know. What kept you going? What kept you singing? What kept you, you know, in tune with what you know you are meant to be aligned with?
I've only ever wanted to sing. Since I was a little girl, I just wanted to sing. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what I was going to do going forward, whether it was vocal coaching for little kids, which was lots of fun. I had some older students come in just because they had fun singing, you know, and that was great for me. But regardless of what the job was, it had singing involved. And I just kept singing, and I kept trying smaller competitions in these years. And I just had to keep pushing and keep going. So I think that for me, it was just a case of there is nothing else I want to do except for sing. And this was that final big goal to go for.
I mean, we had a little bit of a chit chat before the official sit down, and you were explaining to me life before this latest audition for season 17. Take us through that.
Well, it's been like many of us, month to month, you know, you work, you grind, you do what you can just to pay the bills. But besides that, March last year, I thought I would be safe from the whole pandemic where people were losing their jobs, and it turns out I wasn't, even though I was working online, and I didn't have a job for an entire year, which means, you know, I ended up in debt review because, you know, you need to do these things so that you can make sure you don't go to jail. I prefer not to. And we were luckily, we rent from my mom, so she told us, you know, it's okay, don't worry about rent for now. And we were relying on donations from the church for food, things like that. You know, it was a rough year. And when we were finally able to just start doing a little bit of work again, you know, we just slowly picked up on being able to start buying food again and that kind of thing. And I thought, you know what do I have to lose if I do idols? And you know, I'm either going to be in or I'm not. And it could be life-changing if I am in. So, I mean, that's why this is a huge thing for us. Like, literally life-changing.
Life has changed 180 degrees. Now you are walking into that audition, you're seeing the judges over there, and you are coming from the situation that you are coming from in Cape Town. I'm pretty sure you're like, I need to give my all.
Yeah, exactly. My heart was beating in my throat. My mouth was dry. I forgot my words, and I'm like, what am I doing? And then I just opened my mouth and I went for it. And when they told me to take the ticket, I was like, what, really? Like,
me?
Where is it? Like, I couldn't even see it. It's like right there, but I couldn't even see it because I was just like, wow, I did it.
And from that point, you just went on and on and on.
I had to keep pushing. I mean, the one thing I don't want to do is, number one, during the theatre week process, I don't want to disappoint myself. Knowing I didn't give it my all. And when I got to the voting rounds, I didn't want to disappoint the berries that were so passionate about me week after week after week. And if I let them down, I would feel like really horrible. So I was just like, I need to keep doing this. I need to keep doing this. And plus I've got my kids watching me on TV, you know? And you know, that's amazing. I know my son cries every time. My daughter doesn't really know what's going on. She's just like, it's mum.
How old is she?
She's 2.
Oh, that's so precious.
So and then she tries to sing. And it's just the cutest thing. And the older boys, you know, they'll message me congratulations messages after every Sunday, you know, you sang so lovely. And, you know, so it's really, really cute to have that support from my family.
So it's safe to say that a lot of your push and inspiration also came from the support of your family and your partner.
Yeah, no, for sure. If it wasn't for them, I mean, they would pray. You know, they'd give me a voice call just to like pray. My husband's parents as well, and they're all the way in England, they would call and pray. Or just send me a WhatsApp to say, praying for you, love you, you know, and just those little things that motivated me to be like, these people are relying on me, you know, to just give it my all. And that's what I did. I kept going.
And the best thing about us, the viewers, when we watch Idols is not only for, I think, the performances, but you kind of also see when someone is not walking on stage by themselves. They are carried by a multitude of people, whether it's family or support. Now, upon reflection for yourself on the journey, what were some of the, challenges that you had faced?
Oh gosh, the biggest challenge out of everything is not even related to the singing. It's just being away from my family, because I mean, it's been now, by the time I go home, almost 4 months.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, I can see them in the audience. The few times my mum came up and my husband came up, but you can't hug or anything because it's COVID regulations. We can't get sick because then there's no show. So it was really, really hard just being away from my family. But the other challenge is that, you don't stop singing. You are singing from the minute you get here. You need to do your warm-ups every single day because you can't damage your voice. You've got vocal coaching with Miss T, and she's amazing, but you better have warmed up your voice. So, you don't stop singing, and then there's vocal fatigue, which is what I ran into the weekend that Kelly Kumalu was there.
Yes.
And I actually didn't have a voice on the Friday and the Saturday when I was doing rehearsals. I was telling them, listen, I'm really sorry. I can't really sing the songs properly. And they're like, okay, it's fine. Just take it easy and let's see how you feel tomorrow. And the Saturday, same. So the doctor came through and gave me some cortisone, and he said he hates giving this, but it's the only thing he can do to actually help me possibly have a voice on Sunday. So when I went onto that stage with Ariana Grande song, and no voice the previous day, I was so scared because the beginning of the week I was fine, but it knocked me on the Wednesday when I woke up and I didn't have a voice. So I did my best, but that was the biggest challenge for me through this entire competition vocally, because my voice was just like, girl, I'm done.
I'm out of here, okay?
And luckily, I made it through that weekend by the grace of God and the prayers and the votes of the berries. I made it through, and at least my voice had some time to rest the following week, and I came back with a bang.
Oh, you came back with the bang,
I made sure that I could give something back to the berries for keeping me in. So that was amazing.
What's one of your favorite performances in the season?
You know what? Because of the response I get from the berries, it has to be both Amanda Black's Power, as well as singing with Ayanda Basuka. Oh, that was, for me, just the vibe and the reaction from everybody. Because I worked so hard to make sure that I get the pronunciation correct. And for me, it's just like, I need to do this right. I need to do this right. And I don't realize what a big deal it is for people watching when I'm actually doing it right. So seeing how happy they are and how proud they are that I'm there trying and I'm doing that, those have to be the highlights for me. Just making other people happy, that's my favorite thing.
You make it look so easy, and I think these specific performances that you've mentioned where you are challenged to also sing in vernac is what won, people's hearts as well. I, for myself, with the Power performance, that was powerful. What did that song mean for you?
For me, that song, we didn't have a lot of songs to choose from, but I loved the name stood out. And when I asked Miss T for help, because I wasn't familiar with many of the songs, and she said, this will be great for you. And she said, there is some vernac, but I know you could do it. So I took the song and I dissected it, and I wrote down every single, I'll write down what it sounds like to me. My spelling, don't even try. But I write down what it sounds like so that I can pronounce it correctly, and I try and get that same emotion when I say it as well. And it just meant so much to me singing it when I realized what the words were about, because being divorced as well and going through that and just taking back my life and moving forward and really trying to get my life back. That meant a lot to me. So singing in vernac was one thing, but feeling the words was another thing for me. It was one of my favorite songs.
Many of us South Africans can absolutely relate to not only the lyrics, but how you also packaged it, because we are going through a global pandemic still. People are still struggling. We're still trying to balance the new normal. So when you went on stage and you did that and you came through with the vinag, lagonda, okay, Geberi, girl, you are onto something. I mean, as a treat to myself, do you mind just giving us that young line from?
So which is the line? What's the line? Now I need to remember the words.
No pressure.
Is it? Kodwa ixesha. It's that one, right?
Yes. Don't stop there.
But now I need to try and remember how it goes.
Yeah.
How many weeks ago was that?
Probably 3, 4.
No, I think it was more than that.
What, was it a top 6 performance?
Has it been? Okay, let me think. What are the words?
It's fine.
I believe that I was born for greatness.
Can you guys just give us a young prompt of the song? Do we have the song in the studio?
Kodwa ixesha. No. See, that's the only part that's coming to my head. Kwaze kwanzima, kodwa ixesha liyaphilisa. I'm gonna fight back, oh, I'm not gonna give up, oh, I'm gonna rise up.
That encapsulates your journey.
Yes.
Not only in life, not only on Idols, but everything that's about to come from everything that's happened for you. Barry, you have now your own song, your own single.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind it?
Okay, so for me, I don't have a specific genre that I want to do. I love everything too much. So I went to Skido with a complete open mind, and he said to me, you need to do this because you captured the hearts of so many South Africans when you sang that Amanda Black song. And I feel that this is going to, this is who you were this season. That's who everybody sees you as. And when I heard what the song was about love and, you know, finding that amazing somebody that, you know, you want to be with forever, and, you know, you're telling God, like, this is my person. Yes. And I could feel that as well on a personal level because I found that person in my life finally. And so it really hit home for me. And it didn't matter if I was singing in English, in Xhosa, in Zulu, it didn't matter to me. It just felt right when I sang it. And even though it was hard work to try and get all of those words pronounced correctly, now that I know it, it feels like second nature. And I just absolutely, I am so in love with it because I feel like it's a little bit of something different. And I've left a mark in time that people will remember. And that's what made me happy about it.
What now is the vision for Barry in the future? I mean, you're assigned to Oskido's label. You'll be working with industry greats. Yeah. And you have, you know, this range that you can explore of music. Where is your heart and where's your mind at right now?
Right now, I'd love to do another 1 or 2 Vang songs. I enjoy it so much. I know people keep joking that I'm going to do Afrikaans music, but I don't have interest in doing Afrikaans music. It's not something I've ever really connected with. So yeah, even growing up, I never really sang Afrikaans songs and stuff like that. But for me, I'd love to try another 1 or 2 Vang songs and then add some English songs. I'd love to drag my husband in to write a song or 2 because he's an amazing songwriter. And just really, I want to have music that means something, that has feeling and emotion. So when you're driving in the car, you're either going to turn it loud because you're having the time of your life listening to it, or you're going to turn it loud because you want to cry while you're sitting in traffic, right? And I wanted to be that song that you go to when you're feeling either happy or sad, and you're like, I need to listen to this song now just to get my emotions out. So I want music that matters. I want music that's not disposable, that people are going to remember for a few years to come because they're going to be like, that song, that was the one.
You are an icon. You are an inspiration to not only dreamers out there, South Africans, not only women, but people who have felt for the longest time that they have neglected their hopes and their dreams, that it's never too late to go out there and get what's yours. Barry, once again, Congratulations on this monumental win, man.
Thank you
You
so
truly,
much.
truly deserve it.
When it sinks in, I'll probably like have a moment on Instagram and really celebrate. Right now, I'm just like,
Please, you need to
thank
turn up.
you.
Okay?
Yeah, like
Turn
wow,
up and
I need to go
celebrate.
crazy.
Before we let you go, Barry, this is, of course, Phenomenal TV. For the Phenomenal family, can you please just give us a young, beautiful signage out? Nothing but phenomenal.
What, phenomenal TV?
Nothing but phenomenal.
Nothing but phenomenal. All right. Phenomenal TV, nothing but phenomenal.
Woo! And that's exactly how we wrap up the season of Idols Season 17, South Africa, with Barry, the winner, okay? I hope that you at home have found your own inspiration to go out there and fetch what's yours. It's been a beautiful journey, and thank you for joining us, Nozanele Potelo, in this past few weeks. And yeah, man, keep it locked right here on our beautiful channel, Phenomenal TV. Nothing but phenomenal. I tried.
I heard that.